Update 43.2 released today, and as usual, we're going to look at the most important changes. Lootbox items are getting an increase of item level. This shield that I got from my guardian quite a while back in the level cap was item level 510, and the increase will now scale all the way up to 526 and through 528. So the items are going to be quite a bit stronger. It might be worth checking out some of the Ember gear, because some of it, like the shield, might be really strong. Vivid essences are now available from the Quartermaster barter. Price is 6,500 embers. And they also have a chance to drop from Adventurers Steelbound loot boxes. Nenarus posted these images in the Ghyniverse, and this is from an upcoming supporter pack, patron coffer items, Coffer of the Sands. So the coffer is like a Sands Umbari themed supporter pack. You can just look at these items real quick. There's a new pet called Terror of the Sands. There's a new steed, Steed of the Sands. And there's some nice cosmetic items. This is what it looks like from behind. And this is from the front with the cosmetic spear that also comes with the supporter pack. So those are some of the items, probably locked behind the most expensive pack. But that was like a mini preview of those items. And we also have this post by Serbane in the Ghyniverse. He probably took this from the official Discord server. Severlin has an update during today's maintenance. They removed the 8x servers. I have no idea what that means. I know 32-bit, 64-bit. Someone explain to me in the comments what that means. But they removed some servers for now. The performance of what he calls the heart of Orchrist was showing issues. And the later 8x servers were not performant. Does that mean they took down like the 64-bit? I don't know what that means. I'm not smart enough. But in any case, they're saying this should help with lag. They changed the setup for how PvMP area works. They locked them to their own servers, so they should not be like fighting for resources like PvP and PvMP. Instead, if you're in the PvMP server, you're going to be in one server. If you're in PvP, you're going to be in another server, so to speak. So hopefully that helps as well. They're also looking at opening up new servers. One in EU, and then a couple of weeks later, one in the US. And that's a clear indication that the current servers, Orchrist and Glamdring, are probably way overcrowded. They're looking at opening up 2 new servers to balance out the player base and hopefully get better performance. When they bring out those new servers, they're going to open transfers between Orchrist and the new EU server, and from other worlds, I think, to those 2. They still have enough players on the 32-bit servers that still haven't transferred to warrant another server. So seems like especially the EU side, the Orchrist server is having a lot of players. They're looking at opening a new server to spread out the players a bit. And I'm assuming the same thing will happen for the NA servers. And eventually, in the end, we should have, for EU, we should have Orchrist, new server, and is it Peregrine? I think it's Peregrine. If I'm wrong, it's Meriadoc, but for NA, we'll then have Glamdring, new server, and Meriadoc. These might be wrong, but I'm too lazy to check. But it seems like their goal is to have 3 servers for each region, EU and NA, 2 main servers, and 2 RP servers. So hopefully this will change and help with the performance of the game. Severlin also says that they're looking at tech to help with the lag and to help the heart by making it more efficient. If they do this, they should be able to reintroduce the 8x servers if needed and be able to handle everything. But they're still a bit away from that, as they will need more time to test and deploy anything, assuming the test goes well. Cordovan also mentions that Tier 2 of the new raid is set to go live tomorrow, so no change there. Tier 2 is going live at the planned time tomorrow. And to end off the video, there's a tweet from LOTRO that they're pushing Tier 3 release another week from April 3rd to April 10th. And Tier 3 will now open at 3 AM Eastern, which is quite an interesting time to open a raid. I really wish they would change the release of the highest tier to like a Friday late EU to make it kind of fair for everyone, but it is what it is. This is what they're doing. It is what it is. This is what they're doing. Tier 3 postponed another week, opening on April 10th, 3 AM Eastern. If you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing, as it really helps out the channel. And if you like LOTRO, I would really recommend joining my Discord servers. You can also support me directly through my Ko-fi website. If you're playing or looking to play Lord of the Rings online, there is one place you need to be. The Ghyniverse is a Discord server created for the community of the players of Lord of the Rings Online. The server is getting close to 7,000 members, and in this server you'll find tons of helpful information. There's monthly giveaways, easy access to patch notes, you can keep up with my YouTube videos, my streams. If you're a streamer, you can ask for the streamer role and you can announce your streams in the other stream channel. There are discussion channels for pretty much everything, every class, monster players. But the best thing about this server is probably the Gearing Resources tab, where you can find anything from trait lines for every class, every build. There are stat goals, where you can find out what stats you should aim for on your characters. Really helpful information about drop rates from instances, as well as screenshot from all the new loot that appears in the game. If you enjoy LOTRO, you should definitely consider joining this server, and hopefully I'll see you in Middle-earth. If you were part of the Ghyniverse already, you might have noticed that another tab appeared at the top, the LFF server. This server is a brand new server that I created, the LFF Ghyniverse. In this server, you can select which servers you want to keep up with, and once you select your server, say you select Arkenstone, you will see the LFF, the kinship advertisement, looking for kinship and trade channels, and there's also voice channels if people want to use those. The LFF channel is basically a looking for fellowship channel, where people can post if they need players for the runs, and this way people don't have to be logged into the game to see the chat. They can just instead get a notification on their Discord. There's also a kinship advertisement page where kins can post their kinship advertisement and have people join their kins, and you can also post in the looking for kinship chat if you're looking for a kinship, but make sure to take a look in the kinship advertisement first and look through all the kin to find a suitable kin for you. There's also a trade channel if people want to buy or sell stuff that you can use. Hopefully you'll consider joining this server to bring the community even more together, not just in the game, but also outside of the game.